Well, hi everyone. I'm John Redland, and welcome to my review of WWE Monday Nitro. Whew! This show was fucking rotten. There were a few good parts, but there was a lot of bad shit and a lot of padding and a lot of bullshit. Look, let's not mix words. I'm not even going to mix words. I pretty much hated most of this episode because for all the good that it had, so much shit just was piled on top of it. I really am questioning sometimes how WWE got these big TV deals, because with a product like this, even in the current climate, and even though I want the talents to be safe and I want the staff and everybody to be safe, this is just bad television. It is almost unwatchable, even with a couple good matches. So, people are in the crowd again, no chairs, and they sound so rehearsed. This is like a bad studio audience. It's like told, hey, react like this. It's like what WCW apparently did for their Saturday night tapings, where they would hold up signs like, cheer for this, but then, the crowd stopped doing that because they were starting to rebel. But these are signed wrestlers. This was not good. Rollins then talks about Ray's retirement. He's out there for the greater good, and talks about Ray's career and how Ray has crossed borders. Probably could have chosen your words a little bit carefully there, Rollins, but it is what it is. He then shows a video package highlighting, oh, and by the way, Austin Theory and Buddy, don't call me Murphy, or Murphy, don't call me Buddy, whatever the fuck his name is. We're also there, and he shows a video package, Rollins that is, and it highlights a few things from Ray's career, and then shows his, eye getting stuck in the stairs. My eye, I'm not supposed to get steel steps in it. And then Aleister shows up, and we have a match. The greatest wrestling match ever in the planet. What are you waiting for? Get it out of there. Oh my god, the whole backlash thing. This is in 13 days, and I don't know if the event's going to be good or bad, but I just can't wait till it's over so I don't have to hear this fucking greatest wrestling match ever bullshit. It ain't even going to be in the top 300 of the greatest wrestling matches ever. Not even close. As good as Orton and Edge are, no way. I think they're now just doing it to troll the fans, which Vince has not done. He's never done anything to troll the fans. So we have the Messiah of the Man Bun. That is what Seth Rollins' name is. I'm not going to knock him for the jacket beyond it being an ugly jacket, but I have to say it, the Messiah of the Man Bun, that's what he is. Credit to Bobby for that. Thank you very much. Takes on Aleister Black, and okay, Joe calling Rollins' words, the rantings of a megalomaniac who is desperate to keep control. Huh. Wonder who that fucking sounds like right now. Gee, kind of mirrors real life right now, doesn't it? So anyway, I know Jackson Riker would agree. Fuck that goddamn idiot. And fuck everybody in the Forgotten Sons for, buying into that goddamn, Jim Jones style Kool-Aid bullshit. So anyway, Humberto comes down and he, fights off. Everybody holds him off with a chair, and we go to a break. This thing went through a couple breaks. Now, Rollins and Aleister Black are very, very good. But then you have the Dutch Oven Destroyer against the Messiah of the Man Bun. So you have those bad gimmicks that I'm pretty much just making up. And despite the bad creative, they were able to create some good magic here. And they had a good long match. This was a well done match. I won't discount them. I won't discount their abilities there. 2 ad breaks, the most devastating maneuver in all of professional wrestling. The surprise roll up, 1, 2, 3, and then we get a curb stomp to Humberto while Aleister has to watch, and then he gets curb stomped. Tyler Black beating up Aleister Black, the former Tyler Black. So yeah, there we go. We're getting that kind of curb stomp. I wonder if the curb stomp's going to get banned again. Who the fuck knows? Vince is kind of tone deaf. The Jeff Hardy thing from SmackDown last week pretty much fucking proved that. So yeah, the surprise roll-up and all that. Apollo recaps of that, and then Angel Garza talking to Charlie, and she needed like 3 mops afterwards. Charlie really selling this, or she could really like Angel. I mean, Angel is engaged. Engagel, I mean, that was a pretty bad wordplay, but Zelina's also there. I don't know who told Zelina that hairstyle would work, but it looked like she should actually have been in the Barbarella movie. And Zelina is a beautiful woman who is talented, who actually does, good work on the mic and actually can do good stuff in the ring. And sometimes you just do stuff like where you're on the Jetsons. I don't really get what that was. Angel then hands Charlie a flower, and then Zelina takes it and rips it apart. She deflowered Charlie on camera, which, let's be honest, we would all want to see. This is turning into something weird and something uncomfortable, which I tend to do. I tend to make things as uncomfortable as possible. So, then Sean talks about the greatest wrestling match ever in the planet. Again, what are you waiting for? Get it out of there. And he's going to keep his eye on it, and his eye on his beard. That's mean. MVP talks about Lana being attention-seeking and seeking drama and all that stuff. And then Lana initiates slapprogram.exe 1.5. Error, reboot, and slap. It took her 4 years. The Earth actually rotated about 60 million times between the time that he said that and the time she slapped him. Lana is simply the worst. She is the worst currently on WWE TV. She just cannot cut a promo at all. And Lana maybe just be given these she may just be given all this scripted stuff to say. The thing is, she doesn't even sound like her heart's in. Now her husband is gone from the company. Maybe she regretted the 5-year deal, even though she's gained some money and they're gaining some income, and that's good. But she just isn't worth the money they're paying her. She's just not. I'm sorry. She's fucking not. She can't wrestle. She can't cut a goddamn promo. So anyway, we then get recaps of Rollins versus Alistair, which was less than an hour after the match happened. Hell, it was like less than 30 minutes since the match had ended. This is how little attention that they gave this. They gave the show no attention. Kayla, looking absolutely amazing, interviewing Apollo. He talks about, winning the United States Championship and wanting to give somebody a challenge. And says, hey, here's an open challenge. Kevin Owens, you deserve it. Angel Garza attacked you, all this kind of stuff and everything, but you deserve it. Former U.S. champion, somebody who has cut their teeth, somebody who is somebody I respect. And then Owens says, well, after losing Angel Garza, I just want to feel that this isn't, or I feel like this might be due to pity. Oh, it's not, it's because I respect you. Okay, we have this match. And they have a bit of a match and everything. There's a groin shot, which I think Apollo might have faked, because then we get into fisting action and then a commercial break. They always cut away from the fisting action, except when Sonya's involved. Moving on. So, an Olympic slam, and then Garza and Andrade interfere. Okay, cool, whatever. we're continuing with this Andrade stuff, unless we're going to have Andrade versus Owens. Maybe get a partner there. Have Sami Zayn come. Sami Zayn ain't coming back for a while, but we get a random tag match. Holla, holla, holla. And, well, there go the pants, and Apollo pins Andrade. You know what? It would have been interesting if he had pinned Andre the Giant. That would have been weird. He pinned Andrade, so it's more like Andrade Cien Elmas. Can hear the collective groan from everybody. Okay, Asuka and Kayla. Asuka dancing around. Kayla looking quite amused. And then the bowling segment. Okay, look, prepare. Ow. This is not entertaining me. It's not your sports. It's not your entertainment. It's not entertaining. Now, I want to say this much. If people enjoy what the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits have been doing, great. I got nothing against these guys. I got nothing against them as talents. The Viking Raiders are fucking wash as far as being able to be taken seriously as any kind of serious threat. The tag team division means absolutely nothing. You can have great athletes like the Street Profits and like the Viking Raiders, and if you give them this bullshit, if they're having fun, great, fine. It's not for me. This is as bad as any comedy you would see on AEW. It's not good. It's not fucking good at all. The baseball. They're going to play baseball at some point next. So you get, basketball, you get axe throwing, you get golf, and now you get this. And what's the next one? I don't even know what the next one is. I don't really care what the next one is. It stinks, the end. Whoever came up with this should be locked in a basement. Don't look in the basement, and don't go looking for the person that created this. We had goat's milk, the turkey leg in the bowling thing, and I don't know who the fuck this was for. These segments have caused me to lose brain cells, and the Street Profits versus the Viking Raiders is the worst WWE feud. It's the worst wrestling feud, period, in 2020. Absolutely 100%. I know there's a bunch of shit going on right now, but if we're just focusing on wrestling, this is the worst feud of 2020, bar none. And I know Rusev and Lashley carried into 2020. This is still worse than that. Because, there wasn't really a purpose to that, but this is nuking a potentially good feud. It's not entertaining. It's just not. So, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Alexa, and Nikki are all yelling at each other backstage. And then we get Billie Kay with Peyton Royce in her corner versus Nikki Cross with Alexa Bliss in her corner. Match is good. Billie can wrestle. She is quite good. Nikki Cross is quite good. Tried to undo the zipper, but just kept doing the whole thing with her top. Looked like she was going to flash the audience. It was a little bit weird. Nikki is a beautiful woman, but maybe don't do that on PG-13 program. PG-13? Whatever. No, I kid. Don't do that kind of stuff. But hey, it was what it was. And Billie Kay gets the win. Now, it was a bit of an odd finish. It took a few minutes to get there, but hey, these two cut a good pace, and we're likely to get the Iconics against Alexa and Nikki at Backlash in the greatest women's tag team championship match ever. That's what we're going to get. So we then get Drew saying he's going to line people up and take them out one by one with a claymore. Maybe they shouldn't have said that. I mean, I know this is taped, but Christ, that didn't age well. That didn't age well at all. And so then Ray talks about the end of his career, how, he's got the eye patch and everything. Well, he's got the eye patch in his mask. And talking about what he did and that, that Rollins is, not saying a piece of shit, but he's saying, he's saying some bad stuff. Trying to say some bad stuff, but damn you, Seth, damn you. And then here's Dominic. I don't know who the fuck gave him lines. I don't know why I have this unreasonable disdain for Dominic being on WWE programming. If he is coming along and doing well, great. There's no doubt Dominic is going to turn on Ray and join Seth's group. That's going to happen. Otherwise, they might actually have another Dominic, Dijakovic, the good Dominic, in Seth's group. But he didn't get called up yet. Maybe he will be called up soon. So his face never grew up, so now he is Dominic Osment. That's who he is. He is not Haley Joel Osment. He is not Dominic Mysterio. He is Dominic Osment. I think it's Gutierrez, but whatever. And it's an eye for an eye. He's going to come after Seth and join his group. So, why is Nia still here? She makes a bunch of jokey stuff about how Japanese people talk, Asian people talk, and it sounds racist. She learned from Lawler. It wasn't even good heel heat. It wasn't even like, oh, I'm going to mock you. Or this kind of, it just was dumb. It may not even intended for her to be racist. It just sounded dumb. Actually, that's what I'll just go with. It wasn't even racist. Just dumb. Because Nia's dumb. And I think that Dwayne should actually have his Hall of Fame induction held off for a number of years because he put this plague in the goddamn ring. Thanks, Dwayne. Thanks, Rock. Thanks for putting this goddamn couch potato on WWE TV. Thanks. She should be over the rail in the crowd watching, even though there are no crowds right now. She should not be in the ring. Oh, yeah, and then they had Truth pin Gronk in somebody's yard. Gronk's yard or somebody's yard. And Truth is the new 24/7 champion. Drop the 24/7 championship, please. Drop it. It's stupid. Kyrie versus Nia. Poor Kyrie getting injured on the steel steps thing. This isn't the worst thing that Nia did, but it was careless on everybody's part. Whoever planned the spot, whoever did the spot, it was bad. It had to be added. Kyrie got busted open. I hope Kyrie's okay, so they had to add it, and then Nia beat her with a slam. Cool, okay, whatever. There are way worse things that Nia has done, and I'm not excusing it, but at this point, it's just, Nia injured another person. And then we get Orton cutting some kind of bland promo and talking about the greatest wrestling match ever. Cool, alright, whatever, Orton, whatever you fucking want to say. Charlotte promo. She mentions how Asuka was the tag team title champion, and right there, that dumb bottle blonde golden shovel moron should not be allowed to have a mic in her hand again. She needs to leave the business. Hopefully she does. Get her the fuck out of here. Just seriously, she's done everything. Just get her the fuck out of here. Get her the fuck out of here when her contract's up. Have her, her and Andrade can go make a whole bunch of little idols and stuff like that. And then Asuka versus Charlotte, champ versus champ. The match was fine. Joe popped huge for the submission transitions, which actually was pretty good. That was some pretty good stuff. It had a non-finish because after Asuka had landed bad on a suplex because Charlotte doesn't know what she's doing, Asuka's music hits, and then Nia comes out all, wearing the mask and everything. It wasn't as bad as Ellsworth doing that, but Nia doing this, and then Asuka just having to stand there, be shocked and everything after they had built all this stuff up with Asuka. She looks stupid. She gets counted out and then laid out. Okay, cool, whatever. Lana should never, Lana should never do anything. Because Lana can't cut a promo, she can't act, she can't wrestle, just stop. But she's going to interfere in MVP's match because she can't interfere in Lashley's matches, but, MVP's there. It's Drew versus MVP. It's under 5 minutes. That's all I got to say about that. WCW took over WWE. They won the war. It took 19 years, but they won the war because they took over WWE, because this is exactly what WCW would have done. Drew wins after a whole bunch of interference, and then the Master Lash challenge, or whatever the fuck it is, the Bobby Lock challenge. There we go, Bobby Lock. It sounds like he has a hair drive or something like that. Yeah, the show wasn't very good. I'm done. I'm bored with this. Was it the worst episode? Nope, but it might have been one of the laziest. Anyway, agree, disagree, what I said. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm Joe Retlin, and I'll see you soon.